Sabah everybody, welcome back to the channel. I have for you another episode of great accessories for your Model 3 and Model Y Tesla in 2021. Actually all the way up to 2021. The mods that we're going to talk about should work perfectly fine on the Model 3 as well as the Model Y. We're going to cover a couple of mods that are on the outside of the car, so basically for the charging port, as well as some mud flaps. But we're also going to cover some display modification, also hidden compartment, the best charger for your car, and of course, last but not least, how to actually improve the foot pedals in the car. This is TK, and this is the accessories for your Model 3 and Model Y 2021 edition. Let's check them out. Like and subscribe, and make sure you hit that bell icon so that you're always notified to whenever we have new videos on the channel, and of course to stay up to date with all of those Tesla videos that we're going to publish out. So the first accessory we're going to talk about is adding adding more storage inside of our under armrest compartment that we have in there. Now we've seen the tray ones that I've done in the first video a few weeks ago. Now we're actually able to add a small compartment that's kind of a little bit of a secret compartment. It has a sliding door. It's basically put together with tape, and it takes about maybe 3 minutes to install. Once you have that installed, it's pretty simple. You can open up the compartment, add some documents, some paperwork, and for the most part, you only know it's there if you open up the armrest and look into it, and that's pretty much how you find out where it is. The next thing that we're going to talk about now is actually an improvement over the pedal experience where we have in the car. I found that the pedals, at least on the non-sport model, mine is the Model 3 long range. For the most part, the gas pedal is a little bit slippery, as well as the foot pedal as far as the brake pedal. And we're able to actually buy aftermarket pedal covers that enable us to have a much more or better grip on those pedals. So first and foremost, removing the brake pedal is pretty simple because that's the only one we can remove. And then of course, applying the new one goes in pretty simple, pretty easy. The gas pedal, you don't actually have to remove anything. You just insert the new pedal on top of it, and for the most part, you're pretty much set. You get that sport experience from the Model 3 Sport Edition, and of course, or the performance model down to any version of the Model 3 or the Model Y. And again, I got the ones that look black just to match the black on black for my car, but it could work perfectly fine with the silver on black as well. Now, let's talk about charging capabilities in the car. We already know that the Tesla Model 3 and Model Y have USB-C charging down in the compartment right under the display. They have wireless charging for the pads there for two different smartphones. But as far as charging the capabilities when it comes down to, let's say, laptops or some of the new devices on the market that require a higher power output, I actually found a very nice power charger, or basically a cigarette light adapter that charges up to 65 watts, made by a company called Spigen. Now, they're the same company that makes the glass protector for my display, so if you guys are looking for a glass protector, this is definitely going to be one of those companies you can trust. Now, the beauty about this is that I can actually charge my MacBook Pro from this charger because it has up to 45 watt on one side, and of course a total of 65 watt from the two USB-C ports that you have in there. It's a great addition to the charging capabilities of your Tesla, and of course if you're traveling on long distance, you want to work in the car, you don't want your laptops to die, this is definitely a great solution. Small, powerful Spigen car charger will work on any car, not just Teslas, but again, a great addition for any Tesla out there. Now, before we go outside of the car, I do want to talk about the display and the fact that I actually installed a tilting kit that enables me to actually move the display, or basically tilt the display towards me when I'm driving, or even having it move to the right if I'm having, let's say, somebody with me in the car and we're driving for a long distance, they want to sing some karaoke songs or whatever. This actually enables us to get that experience and get it very simply. When I picked it up, the kit came with everything that you needed. I did need to use a couple of my tools from the garage, so make sure you have a decent tool set at home, otherwise you may need to pick up a couple. And that was pretty much it. The installation took me about half hour to 45 minutes. There are a lot of videos, and of course the kit also includes a step-by-step pictogram, which follows through the step-by-step process that you need to do. And they do include two separate pieces, one for the cabin air filter, or the cabin air sensor on the model 2021 and the earlier generation. So it's going to work all the way to 2021. Again, mine is the first quarter of 2021 long range Model 3. It works really nice. Now, one of the things that it does actually do, it does lower the display ever so gently, and it doesn't actually cover the entire pads where your charging devices are right under it. But it's enough that it actually makes you able, it allows me to see my entire dash. What I love about it, obviously, is the simplicity of the installation, but also the fact that I can actually use it and tilt the display to me, which makes it a little bit more personal, easy for reachability. And if you're having any glare issues, this could also be a good way to fix that problem. Very easy and very nice, and at a very good price. Now that we've covered everything inside of the car, let's talk about outside. The next couple of accessories are actually also simple to install. The mud flaps that I got are no screwed in. There's no need to drill any holes or anything like that, at least for the model 2021 that I have here. It does come with everything that you need. Everything is actually printed correctly, and they include those replaceable screws or the little push screws that you have for the car. And I tested it out on my recent trip up to San Francisco, and it handled everything pretty nicely. The benefit here is that in case of rain, in case of just any kind of mud hitting from the tires coming back, it's not going to hit the side of the car, it's going to hit the mud flap and just fall down, and it protects your car in the long run. And of course, it's really simple to install, about 10 to 15 minutes tops. Now, the last thing I'm going to share with you guys today is something that I actually found out coincidentally off of TikTok, but I found out that actually it's something that I'd like to get. And that's the ability of giving us the option of locking our charging capability or charging port when we're using it with non-Tesla chargers. The first thing you'll always notice whenever you're using a non-Tesla charger is that you need to use the adapter that Tesla includes for you in the car. But one thing that we always know is that that adapter locks to your car, although the cable from the charging port does not. And that's obviously some situation where I've heard people being able to basically disconnect it and then basically mess up with your charging. This will give you the peace of mind because it actually provides a clip that goes over that little mechanism that allows the third-party charger, let's say EVgo or any of the other companies, to disconnect from the actual charger. And then when you're done, you remove it and you separate the clip, and you're able to actually remove it gently. But nobody else can actually take it off unless you're done and you're actually removing it and returning the handle back to the charging station. Very nice, very simple, and they do come in different colors. I picked up the blue one since for my car, I like to customize it with black and blue. So a lot of accessories, a lot of cool things that you can do to your Tesla. And again, I love the fact that the tilting display is actually by far my favorite accessory. I hope you guys liked this video. Like and subscribe as usual. Make sure to check in the description for all the links covering everything that I talked about today, as well as a link to my previous videos. And if you're looking to get a new Tesla or you're looking to upgrade your Tesla, there's also a link in there that will also get you up to 1,000 free supercharging miles, as well as 1,000 supercharging miles for myself. Like and subscribe as usual. I'll see you in the next video.